And camera speed, sing forward, take one, Mike. Okay.
Do I just go? Hi, my name is Catalina Enriquez. I am a trans woman. I currently manage a transgender health and wellness center in Riverside. I also model and currently a beauty queen. I moved from the Philippines to America when I was about 10 years old.
Hi, my name is Raquel. I'm a transgender woman, and I'm originally from Mexico. I'm a burlesque performer and also a singer.
My name is Khai St. I am a gender non-binary performer and stylist.
I'm Javon Marciano. I am a trans woman. I am from Chicago, but now I live in West Hollywood, California, and I am a designer.
Hi, my name is Shar. I am a woman of the trans experience. I'm also a journalist, and I'm originally from Chicago.
My hope for the LGBTQIA community is for them to prosper, for them to grow exactly how they envision themselves to be.
My hope is that we can be seen as more than just either a freak or a fetish, that people can see past all, like the physical and get to know who we are as people first.
My identity is everything. It's intersectional. I know that a lot of people like to stack their identities. I'm not that person. What you see is what you get. My blackness shows up in the room just as much as my womanness shows up in the room, just as much as my transness does. So identity for me is everything because it dictates everything. It dictates how I navigate in the world, how I present. And unfortunately, sometimes that can include systemic barriers that are in the way that might block certain opportunities.
Times are changing, and sometimes it feels like that change isn't going in the right direction, but I just want us all to be able to move forward. I want us to all feel safe. I want us to all feel able to express ourselves and to live our truths without being persecuted for it.
I think I want to be happy. I just want to be happy. I want to be safe. I want the same for my sisters. Like I said, I want more understanding from the people around me. And, some people call it that I just wish a perfect world, but, I'm still dreaming.
There was a time when men were kind, and their voices were soft, and their words inviting. There was a time when love was blind, and the world was a song, and that song was exciting. There was a time. Then it all went wrong. I dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I pray that God would be forgiving. And I was young and unafraid, and dreams were made and used and wasted. There was no ransom to be paid, no song unsung, no wine untasted. But the tigers come at night with their voice voice as soft as thunder as they tear your hopes apart, and they turn your dreams to shame. He slept the summers by my side. He filled my days with endless wonder. He took my childhood in its prime, but he was gone when autumn came. Yet still I dream he'll come to me, and we can live the years together. But there are dreams who cannot be, and there are storms we cannot weather. I had a dream my life would be so different from this hell I'm living, so different now than what it seems. Now life has killed the dream I
If I die young, bury me inside and lay me down on a bed of roses. Sink me in the river of dawn. Send me away with the words of a love song.
The last time I felt unsafe. That's a very tricky question because I still get triggered to go walk outside.
The last time I felt unsafe in this journey, if you will, it was a date I was on, for sure. Granted, we were in public, but he just turned out to be unbecoming. He misrepresented himself, so I felt a bit unsafe just with some of his politics and where he stood on certain issues, and he was a little aggressive, and I think that comes with some of the harmful stereotypes that people associate particularly with trans women of color, and I did not feel like a human on the date, if that makes sense. So that's the last time I can say for certain I felt unsafe, and that was just a few months ago.
I think the last time I probably felt unsafe was some guy on the street catcalling me and not taking no for an answer, which happens more often than I like to say.
What am I most afraid of? I think definitely being, in a situation where, like, we have seen in social media not that long ago by these two females getting assaulted in Hollywood Boulevard. There's so many other girls that are not here that didn't make it.
It's not really a fear for myself, but more so other trans women. I've been pretty fortunate thus far in my life, but I know that that's not the case for everyone. So I fear, my sisters out on the streets who can't, protect themselves or take care of themselves or defend themselves.
The last time I felt unsafe was I was walking through Hollywood. It was later in the night. I had just helped a friend move, and I was just walking back to my car, and I felt there were people watching me, and people started like following me in their cars, and there were older men that a couple of them like pulled over to the side of me, rolled down their windows, and just started like asking me to come with them and just like bothering me when all I wanted to do was go home. I hadn't felt that unsafe in a really long time because I realized I couldn't run. I am trying to figure out what would I do if he got out of the car? What would I do if he tried to run me over? It's like, it was bad enough being hounded like that by another person. It's even worse to not know what to do.
Lord, make me a rainbow, shine down on my mother. She knows I'm safe with you when she stands under my colors. Oh, and life ain't always what you think it will be, no. Ain't even gray when she buries her baby. The sharp knife of a short life. Oh, well, I've had just enough time. If I die young, bury me in satin, lay me down on a bed of roses, sink me in the river. Hold on, send me away with the words of a love song. The sharp knife of a short life. Oh, well, I had just enough time, and I'll be wearing white when I come into your kingdom. I'm as green as a ring on my little cold finger. I never knew the loving of a man, but it sure felt nice when he was holding my hand. There's a boy here in town says he'll love me forever. Who would have thought forever could be severed by the sharp knife of a short life? Oh, well, I had just enough time. Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
My hope for the LGBTQ plus community moving forward is, of course, more inclusion. And I think that it really starts with, and there's no hierarchy in this, but I think that so oftentimes we find that certain groups are centered and certain groups are not. And I know that even though I have a lot of gay and lesbian and bisexual and trans friends and, you know, like the entire acronym, I'll just say queer friends, it seems like in certain spaces, certain groups are not as represented or not as valued, if I'm being honest. And I say that as a woman who's trans. Sometimes it does not feel as inclusive. So my hope is that it starts there, because we cannot progress, we can't conquer these mountains unless we can come together.
My goal is to be the first trans woman to be in the Miss USA stage. And hopefully inspire others to make history or break barriers.
For myself, I am dreaming of a future. Honestly, I just want what everyone else wants. Happiness, a future. Especially in our current political climate, that's not easy for anyone really, trans or otherwise, to be able to feel like your future is safe.
If I were speaking to someone who'd never met a trans person before, I would want them to take away, to me it goes back to humanity. I find that people are more empathetic when they can find common ground, and I think that a lot of the messaging that has come across in the media and with certain religious dogma, people lack empathy when it comes to trans people because they fundamentally do not look at us as people. And so I think just being able to relate to someone on a human level, hopefully they'd have an aha moment and be like, oh, she's just like me.
I am still dreaming of a world where anything is possible, where anybody can work their hardest to achieve what they want without limitations, without worrying about where they come from or how they present themselves. I would love to live in a place where the playing field is equal and we can all feel safe, and I just dream of a time where everyone is able to live their truths.
Ready for my thoughts, oh no, I'm selling for $1. There is so much more after I'm gone, and maybe then you hear the words I've been singing. Funny when you're dead, how people start listening.